We hate talking about it, but it's important. Tick season is already off to a troubling start. Dr. Seth Vogel with Allina Health is here today to help us understand the risks of a bite. Thank you for being here. So one thing we've already heard is that there are a lot of ticks in Minnesota and Wisconsin early in the season already. What are some of the big illnesses that we have to be concerned about when it comes to those that are carried by ticks?
There are a number of tick-borne illnesses out there. Many are familiar with Lyme. That's one we hear about frequently. There's also things like Ehrlichia, anaplasmosis. We're even seeing some cases of Rocky Mountain spotted fever in the area.
And how are those different to, say, Lyme disease?
They can have some similar symptoms. They're all carried by similar types of ticks. So the principles we look at for when to get care or what to watch for are pretty similar, even though they can have some differences in symptoms and testing.
And what are those symptoms that you should be watching out for?
Most commonly, we think about fever, so that's an important one after having a tick bite or a prolonged exposure with a tick. Certain skin rashes, there's a variety of them. Lyme has a very characteristic one. Body aches, joint aches, pains, or joint swelling can all be concerning signs too.
I've really especially heard about that soreness with Rocky Mountain spotted fever.
Yes, that's right. Each of these can cause really some impressive body or joint aches.
How quickly, if someone has been bitten, should they call the doctor, and what sort of treatments are available?
Yeah, if you have a concerning bite, timeline does make a difference, and that's one of the good things about doing tick checks is to have an idea of how long it might have been attached. So attachment for less than 24 hours is really pretty low risk for any significant infection. Greater than 36 hours when you're having symptoms are all more concerning.
And is that virtually the same for animals and people?
Right, for people, which we think about here mostly in this case, it is when you're having that longer attachment, it is when ticks have their second feeding on that host. That's when the bacteria can go from the tick's gut, the tick's body, into the human cause infection. The initial bites are low risk.
Now, obviously, we're going to spend a lot of time outdoors. The weather gets better. We all want to be outside. So what are the ways to best protect ourselves?
Yeah, prevention is the first thing we want to do. So having clothing that covers your skin, tips like tucking your pant legs into rolled up socks can be helpful, using bug sprays with DEET, and again, doing those tick checks when you've been out in an area of exposure.
And oftentimes that can be your own yard.
Your own yard, pets can carry them around. If they're getting up on your furniture or up in your bed, those are all doing tick checks for your pets.
I was just talking to Dr. Vogel about the fact that our dog's really not supposed to be on the furniture, but it does happen. Remind people of the best way to remove a tick. I always hear tweezers.
Yeah, so tweezers is good. Pressing with the fine tip tweezers down on the skin near it, grasping firmly by the head and pulling slowly but steadily up to remove that tick. If it's been attached for a short period of time, not a big worry, but watching for symptoms. If you do have symptoms, getting care. At Allina Health, we have options like on-demand virtual urgent care, virtual primary care, in addition to our brick and mortar traditional spaces.
Are there any other tools out there that are used other than tweezers to try to get them off?
Yeah, there's a number of other things that are out and sold. I think the old tried and true is a good idea, and then just washing with soap and water or an alcohol swab to make sure we've sterilized.
And you mentioned the various ways you can get care from Allina Health. What's the best way to get more information?
Our Department of Health, Minnesota Department of Health, is a great resource and will tell you more about Lyme and other tick-borne illnesses too.
All right, Dr. Vogel, thanks for the time. We appreciate it.